This is a live webinar. It will be recorded and made available in an accessible alternative format upon request. If you require captioning, transcription, or other communication service to access this webinar, please contact the Disability Resources at drc@snhu.edu or phone at 877-591-4723, option 4. This video is going to cover a discussion on the variances and how we determine which number to use when we're subtracting to find our variances. I have changed my numbers that are different than your numbers, so keep that in mind as you're listening to this video. So in my example, we have actual cost of $14 an hour. We have actual quantity of hours worked of 32,000. We have a standard rate of $15 an hour and a standard quantity of 30,000 hours. So let's discuss this standard for a little bit. So my standard information is coming from engineers, people behind the scenes that are saying that my machines can manufacture this much product within this amount of time with this amount of labor. So we know pretty well that our numbers are pretty good in relation to how much resources we need in manufacturing our units. When we conduct our variance analysis, it enables us to determine how well are we using those resources. So now we go back to our actual information. We actually paid $14 an hour, but we said we would pay $15 an hour. So we already know that regardless of how many hours worked, that we have a favorable variance because we're paying them less. This number, this 480,000, okay, is taken by multiplying my $15 an hour by my 32,000. So it's my standard rate times my actual quantity. This is what I refer to as my benchmark number. Okay, had my employees been paid the $15 an hour and worked their 32,000 hours, I would have paid out $480,000. But I only paid them $14 an hour. And at the 32,000 hours, we actually paid $448,000. So for this side of the variance, I'm going to put my benchmark number in first because this is what I would have paid, again, at the standard amount and the actual quantity. So I have a favorable variance because my actual cost, what I actually paid out, was less than my benchmark number. So it's favorable. Again, I paid $1 less. On the right-hand side of this equation, my standard amount. This standard amount is coming right from our direct labor budget. It's how many hours is it going to take to manufacture my products? And at my standard amount, I'm saying that if I had paid $15 an hour, at the 30,000 budgeted labor hours, I would have paid $450,000. But based on my benchmark number, I would have paid out $480,000. So that's above my standard amount. So for this side, I have to put my standard amount in first because that is what I said I'm going to pay and that I should only use 30,000 hours. That's my resources. And this is going to indicate how efficient am I utilizing my resources. So for this side, I'm going to put my $450,000 in first and subtract my $480,000. That is then going to give me my unfavorable efficiency variance, indicating that I am not utilizing my resources very well. So I hope that this has given you some guidance on how we subtract these numbers and where we place them and what information we gain from doing these variances.